What's up, baseball fans? Welcome to the channel. So today, I'm going to talk about the best players that never won an MVP award. If you're looking for more baseball insight during this downtime, feel free to subscribe down below. And don't forget to hit the little bell. If you like today's video, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. And please leave a comment at the end. Coming in at number 5 on my list, I have Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn was simply a hitting machine and one of the best hitters of all time. With 3,141 hits, a career on-base percentage of .388, he was simply one of the best at getting hits and getting on base. Another interesting fact was that he batted .302 with 2 strikes, signaling that he was just so hard to get out. He also hit .300 or better in 19 out of his 20 seasons and had 5 seasons with at least 25 stolen bases. He was held back from playing on a weaker Padres team for the majority of his career, and he only made it to the postseason 3 times. The closest he did come to winning an MVP was in 1984 when he had a .351 average. However, in the end, he is simply one of the best of all time, even without an MVP. Coming in at number 4 on my list, I have Manny Ramirez. As a Red Sox fan, it was a pleasure to watch someone like Manny Ramirez hit a baseball. One of the best pure all-around hitters in the game, Manny was just an offensive machine. He could hit for power, he could hit for a high average, and could produce runs like none other. He ranks 15 all-time in home runs with 555, 19th all-time in RBIs with 1,831, and 8th all-time in slugging percentage. In Major League Baseball history, there were only 4 other players that hit 300 and 550 home runs in a career: Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, and Albert Pujols. The closest he got to winning an MVP was on 2 separate occasions. Once in 1999 with the Indians when he hit 333, 44 home runs, and 165 RBIs, and the other time being in 2004 with the Red Sox when he hit 308, 40 home runs, and 130 RBIs. It will be interesting to see if he ever makes it to the Hall of Fame, considering he tested positive twice for PEDs later in his career. But in the end, Manny was just one of the best of all time. Coming in at number 3 on my list, I have Jim Thome. One of the best power hitters of all time, even in an era where power hitters ruled, he simply stood out as one of the best. He ranks 8th all-time with 612 home runs, ranks 7th all-time with 1,747 walks, and 19th all-time with a .956 OPS. So it's crazy to think that he never won an MVP award when you see numbers like that. In my opinion, Jim Thome wasn't helped by the fact that he never really played for a major market team and played the majority of his career for mid-market teams. The closest he did come to the MVP was in 2003 with the Phillies when he put up a career-high 47 home runs, drove in 131 runs, and had an OPS of 1.122. It's amazing to see that he put up all of those numbers so quietly. Coming in at number 2 on my list, I have Derek Jeter. The captain was simply one of the most solid and consistent players of his time. In a career where he won 5 World Series, won Rookie of the Year, and was a 14-time All-Star, he put up a career batting average of .310, had a career on-base percentage of .377, and had 3,465 hits. He was also very durable, playing in at least 140 games in 15 of his 20 seasons. The closest he got to winning an MVP was in 2006 when he finished 2nd. In that season, he hit .343, drove in 97 runs, and had an OPS of 900. Simply put, he was just the ultimate winner, and it was easy to see why he was the captain of the Yankees, even without an MVP. And last but not least, coming in at number 1 on my list, I have Mel Ott. One of the best of all time, it's surprising that Mel Ott never claimed an MVP award. He just put together a Hall of Fame career in which he hit .304, 511 home runs, which at the time of his retirement, only Babe Ruth and Jimmy Fox had hit more, and is currently 25th all-time, and he drove in 1,860 runs, 13th all-time. During his 22-year career, he led in various categories 20 times, such as home runs on 6 different occasions, runs scored twice, RBIs once, walks 6 times, on-base percentage 4 times, and slugging percentage once. His closest finish to an MVP award was in 1942 when he hit .295, 30 homers, and 93 RBIs. In this season, he also walked a league-leading 109 times and had an OPS of .912. For example, in 1929, when he hit .328, 42 homers and 151 RBIs, Roger Hornsby had a mind-blowing season when he hit 380, 40 homers, and 149 RBIs. In 1938, he should have won the MVP award with a career-high wins above replacement of 8.9, 36 homers, 116 RBIs, and a league-leading .442 on-base percentage. However, catcher Ernie Lombardi, who had won the batting title as a catcher for a first-place Reds team, won instead. In the end, Mel Ott proved you don't need an MVP award to prove you are one of the best players of all time. So that's my list. Tell me what you think down below in the comments. Who is the best player of all time to never win an MVP award? That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time.